Alright, this morning we're running a few errands while the kids are up. Just went and ate some breakfast. Stole the door. Okay, not really steal, it was free. It was free. But I'll be my walk-in door after we clean it up, paint it, and all that, and, actually build a spot for it. We gotta unload this wood. Because Home Depot has them 2 garage doors in stock, and we'll need some room on the trailer to put it. So about to unload this wood. Throw it over on the concrete, because here in a little bit I'll be back and working on that. So let's go get some garage doors. All right, here we are, finally back. Got the garage doors. I'm about to start doing a little work. Hopefully I got at least a couple hours before it gets dark anyways. I'd really love to get this center part of this wall done today, but I just don't know, man. Like I've said 100 times, I've never done this before. That looks pretty good to me. My biggest fault on this whole thing, I was so worried about getting these garage doors not the same symmetrical, I guess you would say, and all that, that I left the middle for last, which on my part was pretty stupid, I'd say. Now I gotta build a wall that I can fit up in the middle, right between those two. Make it look right, and make my walk-in door look right and even in the middle. Speaking of walk-in door, I think I showed you. I went and picked this one up for free. We'll clean that up and throw a little paint on it at some point. It won't be right off. We just need to own it first, okay? But it's time to try to build that center wall, and I'm not excited about it at all. I think this time around I'm running my mouth a lot and kind of putting it off because I'm a little nervous about this center wall. Because what if I didn't get something just right? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do our best anyways. Alright, so walk-in doors like 36 by 80 is the usual size. I measured it, it's right there at, so that's good. So right here, I measured between there and right down there, and got the center, which would be right here, and I took my 38 on my tape measure, which half of would be 19, and 19 over this way is there, and then here. So from here to there, here's my door opening. That'll be, see, here's my mark. And then right in the middle here. So we know it's not gonna be perfect. I was about to say probably not gonna be perfect, but we know it's not gonna be perfect because it's me doing it. But as long as the door hole, the rough size of the hole is big enough for the door and the jamb and all that, and it works in the end, it's whatever. Just don't ever bring no tape measure over here or no level and or square and try to check everything off. I done got on my daddy a couple times coming over here grabbing the level, and I'm like, no, back up. Because then after that, I threatened to go over to his house, and he was like, okay, I'll leave you alone. All right, and right here, what I'm about to do, I just had to cut off like 2, maybe 3 inches off of the very top of the wall up there that mounts to that metal bar, because I was just a couple of inches off of having the same distance at the top and the bottom, and I finally realized my mistake before I started filming, and then I trimmed that off. So right here, I'm grabbing a board and I'm cutting it to the length of that bottom, what that bottom wall of the wall is going to have to be, and then I'm gonna jump on the scissor lift there and take it up top and make sure that it looks correct up there also, and luckily it does after that. So then after that, I lay it out on the ground there after my lift's out of the way, and then my dad comes over to check on me because he heard me out there fumbling around. But then I start throwing the wall together, and surprisingly it goes together pretty decent. I did leave a full board across the bottom of it, unlike when I did the garage doors. I wished I would have done it when I done the garage doors, because then maybe I wouldn't have had as much flex and everything when trying to set the walls up and get them plumb and all that. So I do feel like that helps me in the end to not have as much wiggle when I'm trying to get the walls straight up and all that mess. Alright, so here's what we got. So far we got the basic shell of the wall, a couple joists, or a couple beams, whatever. Right here, I'm gonna let that be the top. That way I can hook that to the lift when I do get done and raise it up and everything. So this is gonna be the bottom. I'll end up cutting this out once the door is in, or the wall is in. But for now, we're leaving it just so we can keep our structure and keep them from, like kind of spreading apart or whatever. So we're gonna find the center of this, and then once I find the center, I'm gonna take my 38 inches, which is the width of the rough door framing opening, and split that between it, and that's where we're gonna have all that. So we gotta do we'll do a couple posts up through here, make a header, rest it on it, screw them in, and do some little supports up there above the door and all that. It'll basically be similar to this. We'll do like right here, we got 3 posts going up, one going all the way up, taking the support on up, 2 of them got the header resting on it, blah blah blah. Then we did a different kind of bracing, whatever. Look, I'm not a contractor. I don't know what it's called. I don't know all the technical terms. All I know is I'm building a freaking wall here, okay? And so far it's going pretty well, so we just hope it continues. That's all we're hoping for here. So anyways, before I spaz out again, I guess let's start doing something with that big old opening there. Alright, so I said the rough door, or the door's considered like 80 inches. And they claim like 2 inches higher for the rough door. That way, for the jamb, the door jamb and all that can fit, and then it'd be set up afterwards. So what we're gonna do, I need 2x4s that's cut to 82 inches. Excuse me, that monster's getting to me. But I need 4 of them cut to 82 inches to, like I say, to do like these, yeah, there we go, to do like those. And then I'll have the full length ones going up, and then that's when we'll measure here to make sure exactly where we need those door joists. That way we got our width and our height for the door. That way I have the spot to put the header. So, a little input there before I throw you back on top. All right, here we are, and I apologize for this wind. It is daggum ridiculous over here. Be so glad to have this thing covered. That way I can at least hide from the wind a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But here we are. She's all together. Measurements are right. Now it's about time to, where's my finger? Right there. Now it's about time to build my header. I got my 12 by 12 or 2 by 12 over there. Throw a little plywood in between to get my exact measurement. Throw it above the door, screw it, nail it in, whatever. And then, well, from there up, we'll do a little thing like up there. Some more bracing and stuff, basically filling the gap. So, yeah, man, it's starting to get dark. This wind won't let up. My lips is chapped. Oh, Mom just stopped by because she wanted to see the house progress. I'm about ready to hook my work light up here. You know, things get pretty warm. Get over there, at least warm my hands up every now and then. My goodness, ridiculous. All right, well, you know, it's like pitch black out here, other than my work light. I got a decent little work area, but it's 5:30. It's dark as I'll get out. Got my wall built, headers in place. Just come check this out. Would you just look at it? I mean, just look at it. Very nice, very nice. Not bad for a unexperienced wall builder. Look at there. Just look at it. But I think we're gonna call it. I really wanted to stand this up. But when I stand it up, I'm gonna have to drill 3 or 4 anchors, attach it up there and all that, and that gets loud, and I ain't trying to get shot over here, you know, for being too loud with a drill drilling into concrete and everything. So I think we're gonna call it for tonight, and I'll be waking up early tomorrow to come over here. That way I can get some hours in on working on this before heading to work. So we'll catch y'all tomorrow. All right, and here we are back again. Let's get this wall stood up. All right, there's what she looks like. Got her anchored in, bolted, screwed, and even plated at the top where them double 2x4s are. She's officially got 4 walls. Looking good, not too bad for a beginner.